Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon with me, LuckyLoremaster, here at the Luckmore Estate. Alright, last we left off, we have a mission, and that is to raise Panagiotis II back up to the rest. At least to catch up with Stan, Mickey, and Ben and Beth, who, as you can see, have all died at least once, Ben twice, and have them together raise up to catch up with the other champions that we have here. So, it's time to go earn some experience and drag Pan up from the royal depths of Newbieville. We do no longer, I beg you, no! No, we're not taking you there, don't worry. We no longer need deeds, so that's not going to be a priority for us anymore in terms of mission rewards. All we need to do is take some people with him that will complement him well in the adventures that he has to partake upon. We could go gathering holy relics for a carapace idol, which helps the antiquarian, not bad. We could go for a stun amulet, which is not that good and has deeds, not interested. We could go for a survival guide, gives more scouting and more trap disarm for a little bit of speed, not very strong. And a dark bracer, which actually adds crit and dodge at low torchlight. I think, well, hold on, let's see what mission lengths we have. We have medium, short, medium, and medium. We don't have any truly long missions. Well, we do actually have one, but the reward is deeds, and we don't need deeds, and we definitely don't need brawler's gloves. So, I'm thinking either the Cove or the Ruins. Let's see, do we already have a carapace idol? Because that is a pretty sweet item for the antiquarian, who is otherwise spectacularly frail. So something like that might actually be useful for her. Yes, we do have one of those, truth be told. So we certainly don't need another. Dark bracers, though. We could definitely go for one of those. And that means diving and doing some exploring in the Cove. If we're going to the Cove, we definitely want a Mallory in the form of our plague doctor. Okay, who else should we take along? I suppose Pan will function as our healer. We'll definitely want someone else who can inflict blight. I guess Pedro would be a good choice. And then somebody else who can do big damage. How about either Adam or Mason? I think considering how hard the enemies can hit here, I think we probably want Adam, just because of the fact that the enemies in the Cove can pack such an enormous punch. It's probably a good idea. Let's take our heroes that are going on the journey to the blacksmith, see if we can upgrade them. No. Mallory we can. And Pan we cannot, at least not yet. Let's go to the guild and unlock abilities. Let's just unlock all of them, because he's going to be using them in some capacity, sooner or later. Mallory, we can do upgrades for all of them. The first level of upgrades are so cheap that we might as well. Yeah, we already have them here. And we already have them here, too, so all that's done with. That's very beneficial. And there we go, we have the mission selected. All we need to do now are pick out trinkets. Alright, Pan, as Super Noob, should we give you the Demon Cauldron? Should we trust you with that kind of power? Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Give him the Demon Cauldron, which will increase his stun and debuff chances, which are pretty damn awesome. Let's see. What else can we give you that'll be pretty cool? That'll add to, let's see, Blight Resist, Disease Resist? Nah, that's not that good. Book of Relaxation? No, I'm not particularly impressed with that. Bonus damage for Eldritch. I think you can run into enemies first in the, but then again, we're going to be using you as a healer, aren't we? Yeah, we are, so I don't want to give you Junia's head. But then again, okay, no, it gives you too much stress damage. I'm just going to give you the bonus charm. For bonus hit points, yeah, we'll go with that. Stun, debuffs, good enough. Just hope you don't get too stressed out. Okay, Mallory, you're the next person up. Let's see, what can we give you? We can give you this super awesome item, accuracy for range skills, stun skill chance, blight skill chance, and some additional stress damage, which kind of stinks. This adds to your melee skills if we're going to be using you to stab up enemies, but the enemies here are kind of resistant to stabs and bleeds, so I think we're actually going to give you something to help with the stress you'll be dealing with. I think either the Book of Holiness, or actually, perhaps the Crescendo box. Yeah, I think that'll help. And now she's pretty fast, too, which is good. Alright, that's good. Pedro. We have all kinds of awesome stuff for Pedro. Less stress damage for everyone when he transforms. That's actually really cool. I'm going to take that. More stun and blight, more protection, more virtue. I think stun and blight are pretty good here because that takes advantage of his abilities when he's in the second row there. So we'll go with that. And for Adam here, we have the longevity eye patch. Give him some nice boost in hit points. And let's see, what else can we give him to make him extra tough? A life crystal. Alright, he's going to be super slow, but he's going to be super tanky, and that's pretty much what he's there for. So I think that'll work out pretty well as far as trinkets go. In terms of abilities, Crush, Ramparts, Bellow, and Retribution are all solid here. Let's see, Pedro already has all the skills unlocked. That's how they work. Alright, Plague Grenades are awesome. Incision we're not going to need. I'm definitely going to want to get Battlefield Medicine to get rid of bleeds. And Noxious Blast and Plague Grenade. That way he can hit everyone with Plague. He can get rid of the bleed these guys inflict, and we can stun a single enemy and clear corpses with Disorienting Blast if we have a problematic enemy. Alright, I like that combination. As for Pan in the back, he'll be definitely dealing the healing. Marking enemies. I don't think any enemies respond to marked here. I don't think so. So, Demon's Pull gets rid of corpses. We already have one in the... So this scheme's kind of a duplicate. Weakening Curse for getting rid of enemies that do huge damage. I think that'll be a good combination here. We can weaken, we can debuff, we can hit him with Plague, Eldritch damage. We can heal. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty solid combination for him. Alright, we're good to go. We have all our trinkets sorted out. We've got our levels for stuff. Let's get some anti-venoms. We'll take lots of bandages, because lots of things inflict bleed here. In fact, we'll really focus on the bandages this time. We'll take a few medicinal herbs, maybe 3 even. 2 shovels, it's because it's a medium length, maybe 3. Let's be a little conservative there. We'll take 1 skeleton key, and we're going to save that for if we find a sweet room. Holy water, we really don't need it. We'll take torches. We'll take a stack and a half of torches, because that'll definitely come in handy. And then finally, just all the food we can take for healing and other stuff as needed. Okay, we're all set. Let's go. The fish folk's scaled skin affords them increased resistance to bleeding attacks. Well, that's just fine and dandy, because we're bringing blight instead of bleed, so they're in trouble, aren't they? I think we're going to tear these guys apart, and I think Pan will be okay. Just have to make sure we don't get them into too much trouble. Don't really have any dedicated stress relief here, so we'll just have to make sure that if we see someone who inflicts stress, we make them disappear quickly.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
But we must find the source. Well, that stinks. Alright, well, I guess we just have to pick a direction and go.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
And another very long and winding tale. I think we'll make do. On and on we go. Nasty ass traps.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Negative 12 rounds. Hopefully, as time ticks by, it'll just disappear and we won't have much to deal with. We do have a fish carcass. Might as well use a medicinal herb, see if we can get some extra food or maybe some treasure out of this.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Wow, definitely.
Now it must be carried home.
That was pretty fortuitous, truth be told. Already some nice shiny gems. We actually have the room for them, too. Oh, we got a lucky scout. What do we have waiting for us? More curios. Traps and curios. Okay, so pretty quiet so far. Who's good at traps? That is something we should check. Let's see. Trap 50, 70, 60, 60. Alright, looks like Mallory is going to be our trap expert for today. Hopefully she'll do a decent job.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Barnacle-crusted chest. I know you can use shovels to, like, knock off the barnacles, but I want to preserve them, so nothing inside. Just in case we run into nasty obstacles. Alright, we got some hunger early on. Nothing too bad. We'll pop up some torches. just to keep things in the clear. Haven't even really run into a fight yet, so I don't want to get careless. Well done, Mallory, with the traps. And we have another curio down here, and some more space. What do we have waiting for us? Stashed heirlooms.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Haha. Well, we got another scout. This has actually been pretty quiet so far. Alright, we got a hallway fight and another fight in the room to come. So it's about time we finally get with some action. Ooh, that's a nasty lineup, but luckily we've surprised them. Alright, Shaman is priority number 1. So Beast Bile can hit 2 of them in the middle. They're both really weak against Blight. That actually might be a good tactic. I think I'm gonna do that. Blech. Alright, so now they both got 3 Blight damage for 3 rounds. That's pretty good. We can use Abyssal Artillery to hit the Shaman. Alright, that's pretty good. We do need a bit more damage here in the back row. Plague Grenade ought to do it. Alright, sweet, even more. And I don't think we can actually quite reach the back row, sadly. How much Blight is on this guy? 7 damage? Alright, this grouper's going to die, which is going to move the Shaman up. We have the snail here that's going to take 3 damage. Maybe if we get a good hit on this, it'll die. No, it's not going to be enough, sadly. Shaman's going to get an attack. Or Stress Wave on Mallory. 19's not too terrible.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Now the Shaman is much more vulnerable. Pedro can definitely heal away that damage with his Absolution, so I'm not worried about that. Nasty Spit and Brine. Thankfully they resisted the effects. And now it's round 2. The Shaman actually will die of Blight, won't he? Okay, we can just ignore him. We can actually start stacking the Blight on this guy in the front. Enjoy your Blight, sir. In fact, the Blight will actually kill the Sea Maggot too. So this is the only target we need focus on. Let's reduce his damage. There we go. That will make him not so much a threat.
The weapon that cuts on its own.
You're damn right it is. In fact, let's stun him too. Cha! Yeah, this is an excellent team for dealing with these kinds of enemies.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
And that one will just die.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We don't need deeds anymore, but we will carry them if there's no other treasure to be had, simply for the fact that we can trade them for other heirlooms.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Because that is rational. Oh boy, look at this crew. Drowned Thrall, you want to kill these guys by round 2, or they explode and deal massive damage to all of your party members, which is horrible. Thankfully something that's never happened to me, but I've seen it happen to other people, and yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. Alright, nice hit with Abyssal Artillery in the back row. Let's try to... well, we can't kill this guy, sadly. Can we stun him to make sure he can't do anything? We can try. No, we should just go for the damage, I think. Alright, solid damage. One more minor hit will get rid of him. Let's see, will Plague Grenade actually kill these guys? It will. It'll definitely kill the Shaman. It won't kill the grouper, sadly. Ooh, spear fishing for nasty damage. And I think the manacles will do it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright, no exploding for him. Debuff, brine, negative, lots of dodge and lots of speed, so it's basically just muck. Alright, the Blight will kill him. The Blight will kill him too, so I guess we just have the Sea Maggot to worry about. Have some Blight. Oh, it hurts! And the Blight will kill him too! Alright, so we can just relax, guys. We're good. We don't have anything to worry about.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Mallory just completely annihilates these things. Plague Doctor is like designed to kill enemies in the cove. I don't know what we could even do here. Now let's just smack him.
Continue the onslaught.
Wow.
Destroy them all.
That's a heavy hit. Okay. I don't think we really have room for holy water, so we'll just chuck that. And take the junk. Alright, what is this? Ship's figurehead emits a marvelous aura. Alright, how about you check it out, Pan? Inspires the hero! Bonus damage and bonus speed until the next camp. Not bad. Not too bad at all. And we've got another free torch. They just seem to be lying around everywhere in here.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Oh. And a stunning satchel, which gives bonus stun skill chance for the grave robber. That's neat. It's definitely worth something, so I suppose we'll just toss this jade, because we don't have duplicates of it. Pop the torch and take that. Why not? Probably just end up selling it, but good enough. Alright, got a trap. Unfortunately, we didn't deal with it properly.
Watch your step.
Yeah, we were watching our step. It wasn't good enough. So, back we go, and then down this long and winding hallway to scout the rest of the rooms. Figured it's going pretty well so far, so we're actually going to... Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident in this. I'm going to quelch the torchlight. Shift and Control. Is that not working? There we go. Yeah, now we got it.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Let's take some sexy risks and go fighting in the dark. I know there's a trap over here somewhere. There it is. Well done. Might as well add a little drama, a little challenge. And I do like the music change when things go dark, too. It's a very nice little flavor to it. We'll keep a close eye on the map in case any traps or monsters spawn on the way back. I am a little worried about that, but we'll see what happens. I'm pretty confident in this group's ability to counter the enemies here in the cove, so I think we'll be just fine. And we do have some torches left if we run into anything particularly interesting. Maybe we can even find a secret room and put that key to good use. That would be pretty sweet. Because one of the things that we would like to do, other than just leveling Pan back up to level 3 so that he can level with the other heroes that need to catch up, is the fact that we would like to bolster our financial situation as well, and that's generally easier and safer to do in the apprentice level dungeons versus veteran level dungeons, or, as I'm sure we're eventually going to find out, the champion level dungeons also. Oh, we got some treasure here. More treasure? More treasure. What else do we have waiting for us? More treasure? Yes, indeed.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Alright, what are we tossing in order to make use of this? We should keep the torches just in case. I don't suppose... Getting rid of food is a bad idea. I don't think we're going to need this anti-venom at all. Alright, so let's take the gold. As for the crests... yeah, we don't need the deeds, so we'll just toss those in benefit for the crests. Very good. On we go. We do have a use for the key there. Question is, will we find a secret room on the way? Let's not think about that now. Let's focus on the plague grenades. Alright, big damage on them. Abyssal artillery. Damn, they dodged. That would have definitely helped kill them off, too. Oh well. Thrall has to go. So it looks like that's what Pedro and Adam are going to be having to deal with here. Alright, so Pedro and Adam, it is your job to get rid of him. Take away his turn, and then crush him in the face. Salty gouge. That sounds nasty. Luckily, no, we didn't resist the bleed. Oh well.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, they do have enough hit points to resist what's coming at them. Sadly. So I guess we're gonna need more plague.
The ground quakes.
Oh, it only hit this one. That's a shame.
A death by inches.
Oh, yes, you can't staunch the flow of the terrible bleeding. Who should we stun? Let's stun this guy. If we can stun him, we can stop him from guarding him. Yep, there goes the guard. But he's still gonna get his attack in, sadly. Shocker. Well, resisted the stun. No disrupt for you, sir. Well, you're gonna die of plague anyway, so let's just focus on smashing down this stunned pelagic guardian. I think that's a good step. Alright, you are bleeding heavily. We really have to deal with that problem. Alright, weird reconstruction. 5 is not bad as far as healing goes. Looks like you are stacking up bleed on yourself, though, which is pretty damn silly. We don't need more bleed on that guy, so... Whip! You in the face. Alright, whipped. Thoroughly whipped. And we can do battlefield medicine to get rid of that bleed. There we go. Bleed dealt with.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And now we can just smash up this poor guardian at our leisure. Here, have some noxious blast just to make yourself feel special there. Sure, you'll appreciate it. Anyone need particular healing? No, not really. Well, then I guess we can just mark him as a target. Make sure he takes extra damage from everybody, because why not? And an extra crush. That protection is really doing him a favor here. One more round will kill him, though. 5 damage, not a bad hit, and we did get the bleed on him. So we'll have to use the battlefield medicine in order to fix things up. And we can do some boss healing in the meantime. Well done. We'll do some absolution, because that guy is going to die of blight to begin with, so we might as well take the opportunity to do some good. Cure some hit points that don't really need to be cured. We could actually fix that bleed, but it's 4 damage.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Oh, couldn't tell you. Let's see, what are we going to do with a bust? I don't know. Let's just toss these citrines, and we'll take them. Are we going to use the key? Yeah, we're going to use the key. It's pretty unlikely we'll find a secret room.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Slippery boots will probably end up selling, but hell, it's money, so no complaints there. Oh, we got ourselves a nice, nasty shuffle and some very unpleasant cutthroats. Well, let's give them a nice little abysmal surprise. 4 damage, not bad. We can do a disoriented blast on this guy. I'd rather him not be able to do his particular attack. There we go. Oh, that shuffled them up too, even better. All the better to kill you with. There we go. No firearms for you. A little bit of bleeding in the back. Well, you might as well try to start shuffling people to their proper position. Shank? Ooh, that was some nasty damage right there, Mallory. And she's bleeding. And she's bleeding extra. Wow, they really did some work on her there. Alright, we're going to do some healing. 9 is pretty good. She can shift to the back because her bleeding is not super severe. And she can't even use that move, actually. Truth be told. Here we go. Slice and dice.
How quickly the tide turns.
Ew. Well, at least it didn't get the crit on her. That's fortunate. Okay, we have people back in formation now. Man, they are hitting incredibly hard with these shanks. I'm pretty impressed, actually. Let's get some big hits in on them and make sure they don't do any more foul damage. 26 crit heal! Holy crap, Pan. Well, situation dealt with. We can get rid of the bleed with the battlefield medicine. The next person who's going to need some healing is Pedro. But he could probably go for a quick whip to stun this guy out of a turn. There we go. Only have to worry about getting hit once, and there's no way unless we crit we could kill him. So we'll just get rid of this guy. Going for a quick shank. 6 damage. Pedro is starting to hurt. He's going to need some definite TLC from other members. 12 is a solid heal, followed by battlefield medicine to get rid of his bleeding. Alright, he's good to go. Now we can smack you in the face. Alright, you lose your turn, and it looks like our nice slow Adam gets to finish you off. Oh, so close to a kill. Either way, the others are so blindingly fast they'll be able to take care of him before he was able to do anything. Like so.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I'm definitely taking the gold. Question is, oh hell, I'm just getting rid of the torches. Does anyone need bandaging? No, we have a max stack of bandages, so I guess we're just tossing that. Thought there were going to be a lot more enemies inflicting bleeding, but then again, we haven't really been using it. Ooh, the bas relief can be potentially good. Does anyone have... I guess we'll give it to either Adam or Pan. Let's try to see what Pan can get out of this. Hopefully nothing bad. Yes! Positive lasting impact! Warren's Adventurer! Well, it's kind of niche, but we'll use it when we can. On we go. Now we got a lucky scout. Of course, after we spend our key, this is the time we're going to find a secret room. No? Okay, maybe not. More hunger. Hunger again, not having really been an issue here. Alright, more stuff for Pam potentially, although it might be negative. No, it's another positive one. Evasive. That's actually pretty useful. +5 to dodge. That's a good one. So we're definitely getting some lucky bas relief studies here. Wow, it has been surprisingly quiet in this dungeon. What is going to be in the next little box here? Or bag. Stack of... oh, lots of gold. Alright, what are we going to do with this stuff? I guess we'll eat a little bit of food. There we go, and that lets us take another gold pile. We can stash some more crap over here, and I guess we'll just leave this jade behind. Don't really have room for anything else. Oh, we got a trap. And unfortunately, Mallory's...
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
not quite the trap expert that we made her out to be. But she's doing her best. Ah, look at you two. That's not really a shuffle that's going to affect the back row at all. Shocker. Oh, joy. Well, there goes Pan's turn. Let's make sure... we don't really need to transform. I think probably the most valuable thing we could do is give rid of the pelagic Grouper's turn because of his big damage. And we can focus getting a big damage on the Thrall. One more hit should do him in. And in fact, that hit can probably come from Mallory. That way the Blight will kill him when his turn comes up. Yep, goodbye. He doesn't get his big damage, and now we are at liberty to kill them. In fact, we're going to reduce his damage and do some decent damage ourselves. 3 isn't bad. And try to steal his turn again. Probably won't work. I don't know, unless we get super lucky with it. No damage for you! Salty Gouge is annoying, but we can deal with it. We can definitely deal with it. In fact, we have all these bandages, and for just that effect. Alright, nothing more to worry about with him. You're bleeding. You might as well just use your abilities, because that's what they're for. Alright, bleeding dealt with, and yeah, I guess we can just... It doesn't really do much damage, so we'll just mark it as a target, and hopefully somebody can get a solid hit on him. He already used up his turn, so Shocker is not really so much of a big deal. Sure, yeah, I guess we'll Manacles. Wow, that was actually a pretty good hit with Manacles. And, let's see, where is it? Noxious Blast. And we'll smack you with a Retribution. Aha. Very nice.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying there, narrator. What do we have here? Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Well, that's what you get sometimes. Oh no, we're not done here. We are having a little bit too much success, so I think it's time to push our luck and put people in danger. Alright, Call of the Deep. Oh, that's a really powerful buff on that one, so this guy is going to have to be stunned. Unfortunately, if we reduce his damage and it's successful, it's only going to bring it down to just slightly below its normal levels, which is not that useful. So I'm going to go for the attack on the shaman. Here it comes. Whew, luckily we dodged. Well done, Adam. Alright, kill this guy.
Annihilated.
Well done. And now we have this fellow here. He hasn't taken... Stop his next turn or stop this guy from even going? I think stopping this guy from even going is better. The better choice. We can do a Noxious Blast and actually might kill this one. What do we got? No, it's not going to. But actually it'll kill him on this next turn, so yeah, we don't have to worry about him at all. Oh, here it comes. 14 damage. God, that is a powerful buff right there. Well, he gets to lose his next turn, and he gets to die. So who wants to finish this guy off? Will it be you? Not you. But it actually might be Mallory with that nice, lovely Noxious Blast. Yep, that's going to be enough. What do we want to kill you with? Do we want to shout you to death? Ah! That's such a funny ability. I love Bellows. It's so over the top, but it is funny.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Well, we're trying to look at things positively here, so don't minimize our accomplishments. Alright, well this is going to be a torch probably, so the question is... Oh, it's gold too. Do we want to take the torch and the chance of we might find something cool? Yeah, we might as well. We don't really need the bandages considering we have someone to cure bleeding as we go. We might find an altar to the Shambler. And that would be neat to be able to use a torch and get in a nasty, horrible fight that we might lose. Call of the Deep. Oh my. Well, that could have been better used, but Plague Grenade. Alright, Bissell Artillery. Oh yeah, they're super messed up. That actually might kill him. Yep, Shaman's dead. Pelagic Grouper is not. Might as well puke on the mid-row. Ugh, so gross. Alright, got Blight on the mid-row too. Stacked up with this. Oh, it won't kill the grouper still. So close. Alright, Adam's losing his turn, sadly. But, what are you gonna do? Seaward Slash. 10 damage, that is stiff. Alright, 7 damage. Unfortunately, just short killing him. And we get spearfished. That's some painful damage. He's dead. He'll be dead too when his turn comes up. Let's see if we can get a disorienting blast on... Oh, we can't, sadly. Alright, just a Noxious Blast then. Make sure we get rid of the stunner. Yep, he's dead. He's dead. And then we just have this guy to deal with. So, let's do some healing on Mallory. Oh, okay. Awesome. 14. Well, Mallory's fine. Pedro can easily heal himself over a couple rounds, so I'm really not worried about that. In fact, yeah, we're gonna smack this guy about the face. Make sure he understands how much we appreciate his damage. Aw, just short. Keep leaving them on 1 hit point around here. It's nuts.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Yeah, not in this circumstance. Alright, we do have some extra crests. What are we going to get rid of? I don't think we need medicinal herbs anymore. Let's toss those and take this stuff, and we'll trade it for that, and we're good to go. One last room to investigate, and then we'll enjoy a nice rest. Hopefully relieve what stress we have, and go back. Wow, even room for even more gold. I guess we'll eat some more food here, and just spread it around for those who are hurt. We'll take more gold. We gotta make room for it. I suppose we'll toss the torch, take the gold, drink the holy water, and that'll do.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Well, I don't think that last trap's gonna matter unless we have a fight in here. Which we don't, so now it's just time to rest and then go back to town.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Alright, we do have 2 people who are stressed out, so let's do some anger management to help them with that. There we go. He can deal with his stress easily, so that's not even a problem. Let's see, we could do reduce stress by a massive amount, but it will cause small stress in others. Let's see, the cure removes target diseases. I don't think anyone is diseased. Wounds don't matter. This reduces her stress as well, so she might as well do some self-medicating. That's not bad. Everything else I believe are buffs. Yeah, that's disease removal, that's treating stuff, that gives him stress. These are all buffs and wound care. I think abandoning hope would reduce a major amount of Pan's stress so he could go out again, and it would just cause a little bit of stress for other people. Yeah, not too bad at all. Alright, that gets everyone down to relatively, 2 bars or less. That's not too terrible. I don't think we really have anything else that we need to use. I guess we could just use some wound care or whatever, just to use up the points. Or, hey, how about a pep talk, you can do it. Don't worry, we won't be eaten alive. We're leaving here now. But if sure enough, we're going to get jumped as soon as we try to leave, because, that's how these things work. And we're shuffled, too. That's nice. Shuffled completely out of position. Well, one thing we definitely don't want is for the pelagic shaman to have a chance to do anything. So he's going to get stunned, and shuffled up to the front row. You aren't even going to last this turn, pal. Just say goodbye. I'm going to double stun you, in fact, just to add insult to injury. Okay, and absolution isn't going to help anybody, so we're going to keep moving Pedro up. Spear fishing. Ugh, I hate that ability. Luckily, it didn't get the pull. We're going to have to do some healing, sadly, because that really hurt. 4 is not quite what I had in mind, but it's better than nothing. Brian is just going to maybe slow Pedro down if the effects hit. Thankfully not. And here comes some stress from Mallory. I was really hoping to get out of here without having to deal with that, but no, we can't be that lucky now, can we? Alright, we're gonna move back, because, we just need to get her out of the front row at this point. Abyssal artillery would be good, unless it misses completely, and then in which case it's not useful at all. And now poor Mallory's getting sliced up. God, I hate these nighttime ambushes. 5 damage. Being pulled forward by that would actually be useful in this circumstance, but that's okay. We already got stress. Let's let loose the beast, Pedro, and come on out and let's start really messing these guys up. We'll ram forward. That's going to debuff him and do a bunch of damage. And look who's back up in the front again. Goodbye. No more buffs, no more healing, no more stress. Alright, Brine, making him even slower than he is normally. Oh well, Adam. You're -2 speed, you can go next round. Alright, can we do some plague grenades? Okay, that'll get rid of this one, not this one. And we can do maybe a rake? No, that's not going to help us that much. Rage, he's already dead. Maybe just a good old-fashioned rage on this little fella right here. Alright, 4 damage, that's pretty solid for somebody who's got 75% damage resistance. Abyssal artillery in the back might do enough to kill him. No, not enough, sadly. Yeah, he's still going to get a turn. Speared!
Injury. Palpable fear.
Wow, Pan is at death's door with an unlucky crit. Man. You're at level 0, dude. We're just trying to keep you alive. Figures this would happen. Get rid of this guy, and then it's just him in the back. Will he die from his plague? No, he won't. We need someone to get rid of him. Alright, well, if it's going to be anybody... Well, first let's get him off of death's door, because I don't want Pan just dying for no good reason. That would be as ridiculous as possible. And sure enough, spearfishing right away, so that was actually a fantastic choice on my part.
And now, the true test. Hold fast, or expire.
You know what? I'm tired of this. Die.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Well, when you ambush us in the middle of the night like that, I would say yes, I agree. Alright, unfortunately Pan is going to be getting out of here with 59 stress, which totally sucks. Mallory with 73. And Pedro can technically heal his stress away, but we have to be in combat for that to work, and we've cleared out this dungeon. An unfortunate conclusion to this dungeon. I was hoping to get out of here with low stress, but we're not so lucky.
We will find all manner of great and terrible things in this watery tomb.
I'm sure. Luckily, we were able to make almost 14,000. Oh yeah, no, we did make 14,000, over 14,000 gold. Did get a decent amount of crests and busts and a few paintings too, so nothing to blink at there. Pan is already well into level 1, which is nice. Warren's Adventurer, Anemic, and Clutch Hitter. Wow. Things are working out pretty well here. In terms of beneficial quirks, just really stinks we got hit with that stress wave. That last ambush before we had to go. I suppose that's just how it works sometimes.
Curiosity, interest, and obsession. Mile markers on my road to damnation.
Sounds about right. Adam and Pedro are now level 2 adventurers, and Pan is a level 1 apprentice. Polar has returned from his personal trial of the body. Alexander has returned from his vision quest. Stan and Mickey has returned from his search for holy meaning. We got rid of Dominique's dark temptation. We got rid of Asmo's slow draw. We cured spotted fever on Melly. We got rid of ennui on Georgina. And Nika got to relieve her stress with some good old-fashioned alcohol. And unfortunately, our other adventurers here did not get away scot-free and will be needing treatment. Thankfully, none of them got diseased, so that's a big perk. Let's take them to the... where would be most effective? I think probably the Abbey would be a good choice here. We are hoping, to get one more, and then we can upgrade both of these. That would be a pretty fantastic choice, I think. I don't know, I'll think a little bit more about it. So let's put Mallory in the transept. I don't think she's quite stressed enough to need... How much is her stress? What is it here? 73? I think the transept will be enough. And we'll put Pan in the cloister. Hopefully he won't go off on some stupid holy quest, because that would really suck. We'll do the same thing for Pedro. So they'll be getting rid of their stress. Adam is fine. So, unfortunate result there. I was hoping Pan could just go diving out into the next mission, but with that amount of stress, we would basically need Martine to go with him to keep constant stress recovery on him. Alright, let's take the trinkets off of people who don't need it, sort of by character class. We're good to go here. We got the people who need stress relief getting it. In terms of upgrades, I don't think there's anything really that we need to do at present. I am trying to save up enough paintings to... Do you want to go for Instructor Mastery or get the final cheapest cost on everything? That's actually a pretty good question. We do have a lot of level 5 people now, so it would probably warrant to save up enough so that we can get Instructor Mastery. And then we could just make things cheaper after that, because it won't take as long. As for the bus we can split between 3 different purposes, actually. We can split them between the Abbey, the Sanitarium, and also the special upgrades at the Stagecoach so we can get veteran adventurers. In fact, we could do that right now if we wanted to. But you know what? I'm not planning on losing people, so that can just wait for the time being. In terms of Abbey, it would basically be 30. Once we had a square 30, we could just trade up for that stuff and basically get good upgrades on those. For the Sanitarium, it's the same kind of deal. We would need 32 in this circumstance, and it would just basically reduce costs and increase chance of getting rid of extra diseases that we've accumulated. So far, I think we've been doing alright in that fact. I think we'll put a couple of our more veteran adventurers in here for treatment for negative quirks, because just might as well use the opportunity while we have bad gambler is not bad because you don't have to make them a gambler. The Yips is -5 accuracy. Ugh. Alright, we're going to get rid of that on Dominique, because that's pretty lousy for someone who's supposed to be an archer, or a crossbow woman. Melly actually doesn't have that many bad things. Fascinated with corpses sucks, but that's going to be expensive to deal with. Alexander has some severe ones. Let's see, Nika has slow draw, negative speed on the first round. That's probably worth spending a little bit of money to get rid of. We're going to try to get rid of at least the easy ones that don't cost too much money on our veteran explorers, and keep pumping that into the sanitarium to keep people from going too nuts. In fact, if we increase the slots, we do have the crest, but getting frickin' 60 busts, that is going to take a long time. Busts and portraits are what we really need to focus on. Crests will come, as they always do. They typically reward from any given adventure, but... Okay, we did good. Sucks that we got stressed at the end. We'll, I think our next mission, because of that, we're probably gonna leave these three just to chill, because we're trying to get Pan to catch up with them so that they can all level up together. Meanwhile, we might actually try our first champion level dungeon, or if I want to be a total wanker and wuss out, I could actually take, let's see, Victoria and our 4 level 4s here onto a dungeon. That wouldn't potentially work. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.